Well, good morning, everyone. Okay, I have not gone to sleep yet. It's almost 5 in the morning, and I took a lot of chamomile tea, and I feel really good. I feel so good that I think I'm going to continue with this simple remedy of the chamomile tea. As I had mentioned before, chamomile is used to help with relaxation. It's a nervine. You can buy it in bulk. And for those people who don't want to do something aggressive like marijuana, it's a wonderful way to remote view. If you are a remote viewer and you need to relax and do some deep spiritual work, you can experience very profound remote views just with chamomile. So I've drunk about 3-4 cups of chamomile today. Really helpful also for nerve pain, and if you're just not feeling well, chamomile can be helpful for that. Tonight, when I went into the remote, I was focusing on Donald Trump and my attempts to get people to stop talking about what was going on with the Epstein investigation. And I found that there was increasing pressure. I feel this pressure as Trump that is coming on Congress, that Congress is receiving a lot of pressure from the people, and that Congress is going to bow to the will of the people because of everything that is going on. The way that Kash Patel was confronted in the congressional hearings, and so what's starting to happen is that there's this public outcry and Trump can't stop it. And what I find myself doing as Trump is I'm trying to get third-party people to intimidate witnesses. I'm trying to get people to go along with the cover-up. And what is starting to happen is that this thing has taken on a life of its own, and I can no longer get people to help me cover this thing up. I can't get people to cover this thing up. And as I continued to focus on this, my attention was on Mike Johnson and Congress, and the fact that as I focus on the energy of Mike Johnson, I feel like Congress is out of my control. I cannot control. This thing is rolling down the hill. It's gaining speed. It's out of control. And I'm no longer willing to compromise my ethics or help you cover up information about this investigation. So from my perspective as Mike Johnson, I can no longer help you in this area. And so we're starting to see this rift that is starting to happen between Donald Trump and MAGA, not just with Epstein, but also with the firing of Kimmel. I just feel that MAGA is unraveling. I just feel that there's no way to control this thing. And I feel like I'm in an ivory tower as Trump. I feel like the White House is this ivory tower, and I'm in this ivory tower, and then over there is Congress, and Congress is getting increasingly out of control, and there's yelling and shouting, and more leaks are coming out, and it's becoming increasingly impossible to control the situation. People want the president to come and speak. People are not going to be happy in Congress until people close to this situation come and speak before Congress. That this is not going away, and furthermore, it's escalating, and now it's escalating to the point where people are demanding some kind of hearings take place, and it speaks to something that's deeper. And that is that this is the time of the reckoning when all the secrets are coming out. When we have reached a point in our awareness as human beings, whether it's through supercomputers, artificial intelligence, the fact that everybody has a phone, the fact that everybody can have the facts within minutes. Things are posted on Twitter X within minutes. Everybody's filming everybody else. And so consequently, it's very hard to keep secrets in today's world. And the president's voice is being shut down. Nobody's listening to him anymore. And the voices of the people are rising, and there's this rift that's starting to form between Congress and the White House. And it's not just that there's a rift that's forming, but there's this rage and anger that's beginning to form because he pressured me. He pressured me to do things I didn't want to do. He pressured, and I was the one that took the bullet. I was the one that took the bullet for Trump. So this goes back to what happened with Michael Cohen when he warned that he was a fool and that he was willing to take a bullet for Trump. And now the question remains, how many people in Congress, how many people in the Republican Party are willing to continue to take a bullet for this president? And the answer is that less and less every day are willing to take a bullet for this president. That's basically what this looks like. And so what happens is that they have to eventually bow to the will of the people. And if what the people want is hearings, and basically that's what happened with Kash Patel. People wanted hearings. He refused to answer questions. He refused to say that he believed the victims. And as a consequence of that, it just blew up. And now it's blown up in a million different directions. And everyone is look, nobody can protect this president. Nobody can protect somebody who's drawing pictures of prepubescent girls in birthday books for pedophiles. And so his voice becomes weaker and weaker and weaker, and he's losing his henchmen. That's the bottom line, is that Donald Trump is losing his henchmen. They will probably eventually, like all tyrants, when you lose your henchmen and you lose your protection, he will be thrown to the wolves. All right, thank you everyone for watching this quick remote. If you're trying to get in for a reading with me, you can find all the information below this video. And thank you, if you haven't subscribed yet, for subscribing to the channel. Be kind to all so that all will be kind to you too. God bless, peace out, and we'll see you next time. Bye everyone.